What's going on, guys? It's your boy the Cash Critic, and welcome back to another New World video. I know it's been a while, but we're back in action, especially with this latest update for leaderboards officially coming into the game, leaving the PTR and making it into the official base game. So I'm very excited for this. I'm hyped up for leaderboards, and this is definitely going to make a lot of people want to come back to the game as well. As many of you know, the game number of players have been dwindling down, so hopefully this will bring back some familiar faces too to grind out and get some achievements too. So let's just jump right into it. Let's go through the patch notes and see exactly what we got in store, guys. As always, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and share it with a friend. Let's see what we got, guys. So this came out literally just today, a few minutes ago actually. So greeting adventurers, carve your name into the history of Eternum when leaderboards launch on February 7th, which is next week. So we don't have to wait that long at all. This new feature will recognize players, companies, and factions across more than 50 categories. Whether you prefer PvP, PvE, or just want to show off your fishing skills, there's something for every type of competitive player. Finish at the top of select weekly or quarterly leaderboard categories for exclusive skins and titles. Which title will you claim? So I'm super excited. Let's see what we have. So for the rewards, outperform other players for more than 20 exclusive skin and titles. Game designer Rachel Barnum shared some insight into the reward selection. Example titles and skins. Title and skin rewards vary based on each category and placement. Check out the in-game leaderboards for their exact requirements. The following examples use the mutated expedition score category as a reference. So top 5 finisher, expedition name as an example, right? Victor, title, Dynasty Victor. Top 25 finisher, expedition name, medalist, title, Dynasty Medalist. Top 5 finisher, Conqueror of Expedition name, right? And then the skin is Conqueror of Dynasty Shipyard. And then top 25 finisher, Hero of Expedition name. And then the skin, Hero of the Dynasty Shipyard. So the picture below shows a Corrupted Breaches skin on the left, an Outpost Rush skin on the right, and a gold chest for any top tier finishers in the center. So that actually looks really, really cool. I like the fact that they actually implemented that kind of to show off those separate categories and to see what kind of rewards other players have done when trying to achieve these goals too. So that way it kind of lets them know exactly where they stand in the rankings. So that's nice. I like that touch. Categories. The primary goal of leaderboards is to celebrate players' accomplishments beyond single game modes or points in time. Rachel said, we went through all the activities that New World has to offer and chose the ones that would best suit leaderboards, such as Outpost Rush and War. We did have to balance against categories that may encourage bad or unhealthy behavior. For example, we originally had gathering boards, but these would have turned into excessive grind boards. There were many ideas like gathering that are generally better suited to a personal stats for fun rather than competing with others for the top spot. I mean, I personally wouldn't have minded the gathering boards. That's just me. I love gathering, so that would have been nice to see. But let's see what else they put in. The leaderboard screen is accessible through navigation bar in the main menu. Under modes, look for the leaderboards tab to see which of the following categories offer rewards. Categories rotate either weekly, monthly, or quarterly, and are for individual players and worlds unless otherwise noted. Global categories will be implemented in a future update. So that's very interesting. Also, I don't like the placement how it's under modes. If anything, that should be under category, right? Because it has to do with your character. You're looking for leaderboards. So that just makes more sense. So hopefully down the line they do change that, because if leaderboards, or maybe its own separate section as a whole, right? Leaderboards should be easily accessible, easily identifiable as well. So having it under modes and then going into another section to find them specifically, I don't think that really benefits really any player or AGS to say the least. So versus environment, mutated expeditions. Wow, sorry, I can't talk. Gold medal expedition clear time and the score. Boss trials completions. Corrupted breaches, they'll get a score. Invasion has score, wins, kills, death, kill death ratio. Heals, damage absorbed, and damage dealt. Versus players. So open world PvP. This is nice to see. Player, kills, influence earned, control point captures. Faction, influence earned, control point captures. Outpost rush, score, wins, kills, death, kill death ratio, NPC kills. Resources contributed, heals, damage dealt. Now for 3v3 arenas, is score, wins, losses, win-loss ratio, which is nice, kills, death, kill death ratio, heals, damage dealt, which is nice to see too. Now for faction wars, right? So this is a big one too. Territory control, the faction, days governed, and then governing streak. So that's actually pretty cool. Company is days governed, and then the same governing streak. So that'll be cool to see the differences between those two. For war, you have the player, total wins, attacking wins, defensive wins, score, kills, deaths, kill death ratio, heals, damage absorbed, damage dealt. So that's interesting for war. Company, total wins, attacking wins, defensive wins. And then for the faction, total wins, attacking wins, defensive wins. So that's everything pertaining to actually the war itself. Trade skills. So this is what I want to see. I want to see if they nail this. I want to make sure that it's good to go, especially for someone like me that loves to actually train my trade skills. So let's see what exactly they implemented here. So legendaries, Arcana, Armoring, Engineering, Fishing, Jewel Crafting, Weaponsmithing. Sorry, these are the only ones. It looks like these are the only ones they added for some reason. Look forward to new rewards categories and more in the future. The Faction War section will also get a lot of love throughout this year. Thanks for your support. We'll see you on the leaderboards. So, man, that's a bummer. And the fact that they added fishing, no mining, right? There's no logging there. So that's interesting to see as well. There's no music. So it's like they hand selected a few of them. And like they said, they're going to continue to work on the leaderboards and add rewards and add categories, which is good. But I just feel like they shouldn't have released this if it's not completely set in stone and finished with every single category, right? And just as a whole. And really, like, the biggest pet peeve for me is the fact that the leaderboards is under modes. This is not a mode, right? This is something that you want to see where you rank up against your peers, your friends, globally, right? Server-wise. And it should be easily accessible to everyone. They don't have to go through separate categories just to find the leaderboards. Additionally, for the trade skills specifically, and maybe I'm being towards a little bit biased here because I love my trade skills, they should have added every single one and not just what we have here, 6 in total, which, you know, is fine. And I like the fact that they're going to keep adding more, but they really should have just had everything ready to go, everything included, rather than us having to wait longer just for those next kind of skills to appear on the leaderboards themselves. So nonetheless, though, I think this is a great change. I think this is definitely going to be beneficial towards New World itself. Hopefully bring back some players. You know, we have seen the player count drop significantly. And as of right now, it's been a slow road for some future updates, right? So we really haven't got much. And the PTR had a major update as well, but the leaderboards are finally coming to fruition, which is good. However, I do want to see more out of the leaderboards, a lot more changes too. But that's my thoughts. Those are my personal opinion, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree with the leaderboards, if you think it's a great time to go ahead and release them now. Do you think they should hold off and tweak it a little bit more? Or if this is something that you've been waiting for so long that this will finally drive you to come back and play the game and grind out certain expeditions, wars, or whatever the case may be, right? But as always, guys, it's your boy, the Cash Critic. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace out.